What up, what up, what up, good people? I am back in full effect. Yes, I am still in this room. Yes, I am still at work. Don't tell nobody. Yes, I am turning these videos out because I told y'all gonna see me all the time from now on. Anyway, let's get into our story. Y'all seen the thumbnail already, child? It is a lot going on here. A lot going on here. We're going to talk about DDG and Halle. We're going to talk about more of that. We're going to talk about Chris Brown and Bow Wow. And we're going to talk about Jason Lee and Tory Lanez. You want to hear it? I'm going to give it to you. Let's get into it, child. Let's get into it. But y'all already know I initially got to start off with some bull. It's not bull. It's not. It's all educational. It's all educational, child. Y'all got to be here so that y'all could hear it, right? Otherwise, you ain't gonna hear it because ain't nobody else talking about it. And we're going to talk about it here today. All right, we're going to start off. Trigger warning, because it pissed me off when I seen the video too. And I wanted to reach through that camera and snatch this lady up. You hear me? Just rip her hair off. Her hair. I don't condone violence. But this time, I was going to get her. Anyway, let's discuss it. So, a bus driver put a 6-year-old baby off the bus because she was doing too much at a stop where this little girl ain't know where she was. She was miles from her home and not at the school. She didn't drop at the school. She just dropped at a random bus stop and told her she's sick of her and she getting off the bus. Dragged her off the bus. Child, I'm going to play the video and we're going to come back and talk. Here we go.
Stranger steps in to help a 6-year-old little girl in DeKalb County left alone in the rain. She says that the school bus driver kicked her off the bus.
Clinton left in the dark, not knowing something was wrong 20 minutes after she watched Kaylani get on the bus.
She said, you know what, I'm sick and tired of you. And then she grabbed me and dragged me off the bus.
Kaylani left almost a half-mile from home alone in the rain. This is the route she would have to walk to get back, but she didn't know how. The road is long with twists and turns. Not only that, she had to cross this busy street alone.
I started crying in the rain, screaming, and then I said, I need help.
Bus driver threw me out of the bus. I said, hold on, she did what?
Aisha Parker, a stranger who was in the right place at the right time.
It's not right for her to leave it, baby. Thank you for protecting my baby. You were there. Now I'm finna go to Flat Rock and we finna handle this because this is it's unacceptable.
McClendon says the bus driver was there, dismissing students knowing Kaylani was missing. Now, while the district investigates, the driver is on leave, but the family wants more.
Deserves to be behind bars. She did not deserve to be on the street.
All right, so y'all seen that atrocious act of that lady dragging that little girl off the bus. If it wasn't for another parent, another black woman, another parent that's paying attention and like, who is this little girl is screaming at the top of her lungs at the bus stop. The bus driver then drove off and left her there by herself. 6 years old. Y'all seen all the streets that she had to cross. It was like a desert road out there, child. She was destitute. Y'all like my dramatic storytelling? I gotta laugh at myself because I love being silly. Anyway, she was destitute by herself. It was rainy. It was a dark, stormy night, child. It wasn't even nighttime. It was daytime. It was daytime. I'm lying. Let me stop. Let me stop making light of a serious situation. This is a serious situation. Anyway, back to my storytelling. This lady, bus driver, Shay, white tag, dropped this little 6-year-old girl off at this place. She didn't know where she was going. She drove away and left her standing there. This little girl screaming and kicking at the top of her lungs, crying, didn't know what to do, didn't know where to go, didn't know how she was going to cross the street to get home. She knew it was a way that she had to go home, but how she was going to get home, she did not know. A black woman, a nice pedestrian, came, an angel of God, this lady was an angel of God, seeing this little girl crying, recognized that something was wrong with her, and helped her home, called her mother, blah, 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 whatever. Y'all seen the video. Child, stranger danger is a thing, but thank God they sent this angel came and helped this baby, because we would have never seen that baby again if this lady did not help her and get her home. We could have never seen that baby again. They could have been making other arrangements for this little girl as opposed to going up to the school and getting justice for their baby with this bus driver. And the lady's on leave, placed on leave. But that's not enough. That's not enough for them to just place this lady on leave. She needs to be prosecuted for child abandonment. Because there's no way in heck that lady should have left that little bus. Don't they have standards that bus drivers have to adhere to? Am I just bugging? Is it just me or am I bugging or what? Because I know that they have rules and regulations and guides and standards that they have to adhere to when it comes to these children. And she could have easily, if you got fed up and had enough of this little girl, you could have easily sat on a bus with this little girl and called the cops if it was that serious. You don't leave somebody's kid on the side of the road destitute and they don't know what they're going, and then you just drive off all willy-nilly like it's nothing. What the heck? See, I'm still frustrated. I'm still mad because it could have been anybody's kid. And thank God this lady helped her and helped her get home and safely to her parents, because they could have been making other arrangements for this little girl. Anyway, I've said enough. Y'all see how mad I am. That lady needs to be held accountable. She needs to be held prosecuted. Her parents need to prosecute that lady, get that lady prosecuted to the fullest extent. No holds barred. They better not hold back. Anyway, we're going to move on because I'm annoyed, as you can see. Anyway, let's go. Let's move on. Child, 11 inmates in New Orleans escaped prison through a toilet hole. They think it's an inside job. I think it's an inside job. This is all allegedly. I'm playing the video so y'all can see, child. We're going to come back after I play this goddamn video. See you on the other side.
These stunning images from inside a New Orleans jail cell where 10 inmates, some charged with murder, escaped, sparking an urgent citywide manhunt. The toilet dislodged from a cell wall, exposing an opening. Scrawled on the wall above, "We innocent and too easy," with an arrow toward the hole where they escaped, out of view of the officer on duty. Authorities say it happened just after midnight when the inmates broke a lock on a cell door.
They were still able to exit the jail about 1:01 a.m. after breaching a wall behind a toilet in the jail. And based on video surveillance, they were seen exiting a door on the docks where we normally bring in supplies, scaling a wall, and running across the interstate.
Officials believe the escapees had help.
These detainees received assistance in their escape from individuals inside of our department.
They say the toilet could not be removed with bare hands, suggesting someone inside the jail system may have helped the inmates unscrew it with a power tool.
We are investigating that to see exactly who entered these areas, what kind of work was done, if there was work being done, and if this is an inside job.
Jail officials first noticing the inmates were missing during a routine head count at 8:30 a.m., but that's more than 7 hours after they say the escapees were off prison property and on the run. One of the 10 escapees captured before noon found hiding beneath a car at a hotel in the French Quarter, and moments ago a second suspect caught, with 8 more still on the run. Tonight,
All right. Now that y'all seen that, this is a whole modern day Shawshank Redemption. This is a modern day Shawshank Redemption. Because there's no way they dug a hole like that inside that prison to the other side and then left a message. Too easy. Did y'all see that they left a message that said too easy? Clearly it wasn't, because 2 of them got caught. One was hiding under a car. The other one, another one that got caught, he was on social media posting, "I'm out. Come get me." He didn't say come get me. I added that. I just added that. He did not say come get me. I added that. But that's pretty much what he said when he posted that video on social media. The jokes write themselves. There's no way that you can break out of a prison and you don't decide to lay low. There's so many other outlets you could have did as opposed to getting on social media to say I'm free. You've already escaped. But now, baby, they not throwing you in the prison anymore. They're going to throw you under the prison. And you won't get a second chance to escape. Y'all seen them degenerates. Anyway, y'all be safe out there because y'all don't know where these suckers went. Y'all don't know where they going, where a lot of them went. A lot of them went under a car, hiding behind somebody's house. They ain't go far. So we ain't got to worry too much. But still be alert, child. Be alert and be on notice. Because they out. And they only caught 2. So that means 9 more still running the streets. And we got to figure out where they at, child, quick. Stupidness. Talking about too easy. Don't brag about it. Be about it. If you're going to do that, just stay lay low. Like, why would you just bring all of that attention to yourself? And then go on social media? Child, what are we doing here? Anyway, let's move on. I just came to share with y'all that little bit of tidbit of information, and we're going to move on to the stories. So, y'all already know I already did 2 videos about DDG and Halle and the current situation where she got a restraining order for DDG. She was granted a restraining order and sole custody of the kid while she's away filming her movie. right? That's neither here nor there. We already got that information out of here. So everybody wants to go on social media and have a say. His cousin, his brother, his sister, his mama, everybody want to get on social media. And he was talking to an AI, cursing her out, talking about he ain't, like all kind of foolishness, child, on the internet. Again, the court of public opinion does not hold any weight in an actual court. But don't worry. All the information I hope that y'all putting out on this internet, that y'all saying, all of this defamation of character stuff that y'all saying about her, I hope she uses that against you in the actual court of law. In this case that's coming up on June 4th, child, I hope she slay you again. Dragon Slayer, I hope she slay you again. Because that's ridiculous, the stuff that y'all getting online. Anyway, all of a sudden, now that she has put this restraining order against him, somebody releases a videotape. Releases a videotape of her allegedly attacking his brother over the nephew. I'm going to play the video, and then we're going to just come back and talk about this malarkey anyway, because it's bull. Here you go.
He's trying to hit me. Stop!
Okay. So now that y'all seen that, and we could kind of like dismiss that because what are we talking about here? We talking about apples and oranges, not apples and apples. It is what it is. She, in that video, I don't know what's happening in that video, but it's so weird to me that all of a sudden this video leaked out at this critical time. Why is that? Who leaked it? Y'all tell me, because I already have my speculations. I already know who's doing the do. Y'all drop down in the comments and tell me who you think leaked it. Do you think it was Boo-Wop, Doo-Wop, whatever that kid's name is? I think it was Doo-Wop, allegedly. I'm just saying. You think it was him? I think it was him, allegedly. Drop down in the comments and let me know who y'all think leaked that video. Let me know if y'all believe the contents of that video. Let me know if y'all actually did the homework and paid attention to what these people in his camp is saying about her. And, you know, may the force be with them, because what you can say and will be used against you in the court of law. If you don't know anything else, you're going to know that. He's going to learn today. And they all mad because the court is doing something that his mother, his brother, his sister, his cousin could not do. And that is hold him accountable. None of them could hold him accountable for his actions towards her, the girl before her. None of them could hold him accountable for those actions, but they could actually, the court is actually going to hold him accountable for his actions. And they don't like that. What are we going to do? Let the chips fall where they may. May the force be with them. And we're going to move on. I'm just here to share with y'all. All right, let's move on to Chris Brown and Little Bow Wow. So initially, Chris Brown got online and said free Tory, because these stories kind of intertwine. Chris Brown got online and said free Tory. The next day, he was in London, and he got arrested for an assault case that happened a long time ago, last year. He busted somebody upside the head with a Don Julio bottle. If y'all seen my other video, y'all seen it. If not, go back and watch it. Anyway, he busted somebody in the head with a Don Julio bottle, and he escaped, you know, on that visa. Now he back. Not a visa, the passport. He escaped on that passport, you know, that U.S. passport. And now he was back in London, and they nabbed his butt for that. Now, Bow Wow gets up here and says, free Chris Brown. They not letting him be great. I'm going to play the video, and we can come back and discuss. Okay.
It's too crazy. My anxiety started kicking in. I had to take a break. I'm going to the movies with my auntie. That's how I really got it. I ain't been to the movies in so long, so I'm really, really excited about this. On another note, free Breezy, free Breezy, free Breezy. Y'all know we're going to yell it until that actually happens. It's an unfortunate situation. You know, my man went over to Manchester to start rehearsal for the tour for the Breezy Bowl, and, you know, don't let my dog be great, but one thing I do know, he'll be out in no time. He'll be back doing what he do best. Like I said, my dog ain't bothered nobody. That man been out the media, out the press for a minute. You know what I mean? He just want to tour, please his fans, and take care of his kids. You know what I mean? Life is so simple. It really is. So shout out to my boy Brown. Hold your head, and we got you. You know what I mean?
All right, so now that y'all got to see that statement and that foolishness, Birds of a feather flock together, child. Birds of a feather flock together. Bow Wow got accused of doing X, Y, and Z to anybody. Back in the day, he should be the last person talking because they're gonna do surviving Bow Wow as well. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it eventually. They're gonna do one too. I mean, I think they all deserve one because I'm sure the skeletons in those closets, child. And he's been in the game. He had skin in the game since he was 6. So imagine what he saw, what he was privy to, what he was exposed to since a 6-year-old kid. And for him to say free Chris Brown, they won't let him be great. It's just, why do people condone all of these men's bad behavior? Tory Lanez, Chris Brown, Diddy, DDG, and there's numerous others. Why do they condone this bad behavior from these men? And all men stick together, they all come with the same tropes. It's crazy how they all stick together and they all back one another, and none of them don't hold none of them accountable for their actions. But I feel like Bow Wow better be quiet before he end up in the wolf pack with the rest of them. I mean, it is what it is. That's how I feel. I feel like he's just a day late and a dollar short for his turn as well. That it's gonna be knocking on your door too soon. But we'll see. I don't know. I just feel like they all need to just shut up and stay off the internet and stop caping for these men. They are clearly no good, but yet you caping for them. But they, birds of a feather flock together. It is what it is. Let's move on to the next and the final story, y'all. I know this is what y'all been waiting for. Jason Lee gets on his podcast, on his story, and y'all already know how I feel about Jason Lee. We don't really do too much of Jason Lee over here, but Jason Lee got on his show the other day with this, this token. Took my free Tory girl, go suck a dick, okay? That's what you can do, bitch. Okay? Do that. Anyway, outside of her doing that, he got online and said that Tory sent him a text message. And he read the text message, and I'm going to play the video for y'all to see, and then we're going to come back and discuss.
Tory DM'd me some time ago. I never like to put receipts up, but let me go ahead and just pull it
Man,
out.
free him.
I'm going to tell you exactly what Tory said to me. Hold on. Tory Lanez. Let me go back to the pre-stabbing dates. Hold on.
Oh, God.
Tory Lanez. Okay. In the text message between Tory and I said, yo. He said, what's good? I said, how you surviving that bullshit? Wish we could have sat down before you left. Because me and him hung out with Madonna when they were messing around. Don't believe me? Take a look at this photo. I said, do you have a number? He said, what's yours? Let me move on to the text messages now. Then we started to text message each other. I said, how are you? How you been? He said, incredible, in very high spirits and preparing to physically come home this year. I said, when? I need to come in there and get an interview, LOL. He said, I can't say exact days, but I know I'll be home this year. I said, how long you been gone? I'm so confused by your case. He said, actually, I have a crazy plan when I get back that I think you should know and be a part of because I'm only going to do one interview. And he said he's been gone 2.5 years. I said, I want to be a part of that plan. He said, it's honestly a bunch of suppressed evidence that was kept away from me during trial. I said, Wack told me that, but didn't say what. He said, like through trial, they keep saying it was inconclusive on the gun DNA, but I always knew I never touched the gun. So I asked my lawyer to retest it. And sure enough, I was 102% excluded completely from everything, just like I said. I said, well, why didn't you just say who did it? Doing time for something you ain't do. He said, I took the rap for Kelsey, never wanted her to go to jail, and I never wanted Megan to get hurt or anything. So in me stopping her from getting shot, I got the raw deal. Crazy how life works. And to think they made me the poster boy for the unprotection of black women, when in all honesty, I protected 2 black women, one from getting shot and one from going to jail. Never said nothing in 8 to 10 years for them to live. It's a crazy, crazy place we live in. I said, but why you ain't just say that? I got shot, I told. And he said, I lost my mother at 11 years old. I couldn't sleep with myself. I was the reason for taking a mother away from her kid. I just couldn't do it. Tory Lanez.
He's better than me.
Again, I truly believe if Tory Lanez is innocent, he should be freed and he should be compensated for time he was wrongly convicted. But I also believe the person who pulled the trigger, that person should go to jail. And if Meg conspired to set him up and lie on him, of course she should do time. But I'm just saying, in an instance like this, and
I don't like this long-winded.
No,
but the word conspired is so problematic because even if she didn't know, then she doesn't know. She can't say.
That's what I'm saying. So in an instance like this, we should all agree. If I'm in a situation that I did not know what happened, I shouldn't go to jail for that because I wouldn't want that for you. But I'm saying if the person did lie intentionally and set the other person up, she should go to jail.
Megan, you might be going to jail, girl.
All right, so now that y'all have seen that video and y'all see Jason Lee talking about how Tory Lanez had contacted him prior to all the shenanigans that happened, and he made the statement that he's taking the rap for Chelsea because he doesn't want to see a mother separated from her child, yada 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 yada. The real question is, do you believe it? Do you believe it? Do you believe it? Do you believe that statement? And then this also kind of like feeds back into what I was saying before. Sorry, I had to turn off my laptop. This also kind of feeds back into what I said before, where I said that they had already planned this out from the beginning. They planned out the fact that they were going to get her immunity, whether it was paid off or not, allegedly, I'm not sure. And then if he was to get convicted, they would piggyback and like circle back on the fact that he didn't do it, she did. So Jason Lee read the text. Y'all seen what it is. I don't know if I believe it. I don't think I believe it. It is what it is. But these folks on this show, it's clad evidence for them because, you know, they got their capes on for Tory. And listen, y'all already know how I feel about Jason Lee. Jason Lee is going to be the first person to get on these internet streets and bash a black woman. That's why I don't like his show. And that's why I don't support him, because he's constantly bashing black women. So anything that makes a black woman look bad, he's on the bandwagon. I don't believe you. I don't care what your text say. I don't care what your text say. That could be cover, because he kind of had discussed that back in the day with the lawyer and knew that this was the plan from the beginning, and he could have used you to corroborate his story, because why would he text you that? Who are you that he would text you that? Why would he text you that information? Because you're a blogger, and a messy one at that, and that you would probably put that information out there quicker than I could drop my panties. So with that being said, y'all let me know. Drop down in the comments, let me know if y'all believe that or not. I am not a jury of his peers. I would never be. So let the lawyer fight it out. His lawyer can fight it out in my comments if he wants to. I don't care. I'm not going to be the judge of that. The evidence is there, whatever evidence. Y'all heard it from me. Y'all heard it from Jason Lee. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that information in my comments below. We're going to discuss. Shoot me a comment. I do respond back, child. I will see y'all on the next one. Thank you guys for coming. Don't forget to like, rate, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.